Hi, I'm going to show how to set up an environment to do tests with the Robotframework tool. So first of all, let me bring up my terminal. Here, I will go to Documents. I will make here a folder. So the first thing you need to have is Python installed. I'm not going to show you how to install Python, but I will show you that I already have a version here. It's, well, anyway, to install Python, it's fairly easy. You just need to go to the Python website, python.org, I think. Yeah, okay, and you just download the version that you want and install it. It's just straightforward to do it. After having Python installed, the next thing we are going to do is to create a virtual environment. It's a Python virtual environment where you have only the packages that you need installed in this virtual environment. So Python -m virtual environment, and I need to say that I want to create the virtual environment in this folder. Before I create it, I'm just going to show you that I have nothing there. So let's create the VM in this folder, and is now creating the virtual environment. And after this, I'm going to show you that I have a couple of scripts here and folders, and I'm going to activate the virtual environment. And after I activate it, you see there's this nice prompt here with the name of the virtual environment. Okay, what do I have installed in this virtual environment? We can do a pip list, and we'll see that we have the setup tools and pip version 23.01. Okay, here it says that we can update the version of pip. Let's do that, running this command. Okay, if I do a pip list, now I should have, yeah, the new version there. Okay, I have my virtual environment, I have pip upgraded, and now I need to install the Robo framework. To install it, it's very easy. Pip install Robo framework. You can come here to the site, and I think there must, let's see here, you see. So in the robotframework.org, you can see how you can easily install the framework. Okay, it will install version 6.1.1, and here it's the proof that the Robot framework is installed. Okay, now that the framework is installed, I'm going to start an IDE to create the tests. I'm going to use Visual Studio Code. And okay, Visual Studio Code is started, and there's an extension called Robo Code, which I already have it installed. Okay, but this is a nice extension that you should install it in order to have a better work environment in using Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this is for the extension. Let's go and yeah, let's create some tests. But before we create some tests, let me so I wanted to simulate that I want to test a REST API, and a very nice way to do this is to use the JSON placeholder uh, website that has so this is a site where we can access a couple of REST APIs very easily, and it's very nice to do tests for your web clients. I can show you here. It's called JSON placeholder free fake test, you see, and here is the URL, and here is the some tests that you can make. I'm going to use the users, and you see there's a lot of users here, and I will test, for example, that I can make a GET request for a user with ID number 2. So, and this is what I'm going to do with my test. So let's create a file here, JSON placeholder user dot robot. Okay. Now I have just to remember how to set up some tests. Let's go here and just see some examples. Yep. Here we can see some external libraries, and we are going to need one external library, which is the HTTP library. And the HTTP library, in order for you to install, you can see that you need to do this, you need to install this Robotframework requests. So let's do it. Let's do it. And there it is, the requests library is installed. Pip list, and here it is, Robotframework-requests. And this is the library that we are going to use to test our JSON placeholder. So let's go to our test here, and so I think it's libraries like this. Don't remember, but okay, let's see an example here in our Robo. Let's go there once again. Robotframework.org. Resources. Okay, we have here settings. It's not settings that I want. I want the libraries part. This is okay. It's not this that I want. More libraries, resources, docs, user guides, user guide. Okay, getting started. I just wanted to see some examples. Okay, this is the part of the installation here. creating test data must be here, test cases. Okay. So I just want to see how can I settings. There it is. We have to do settings and then use the library. Okay, so it's not library here, it's settings, and then here library. And the library we want to use is this one, requests library. Requests. Oops. I need to set up here my interpreter. Okay. Requests library, and now I have autocomplete, much better. And yeah, test cases. Let's give a name. Should be able to retrieve user 2. Okay. So this is the way we are going to use it. Response equals, and it's get. And now we need to put the URL, and in fact we are going to test just for user number 2, and you see that when we have user number 2 we just have the data for this user. So okay, and I think here you can say expected status equals 200. So it should be successful. And now I want to make my assertion. So should be equal as strings. And I want to say that Irvin, or maybe it's the other way around. So response dot JSON, and the field is in fact name, and this should be equal to when owl. Okay, and there it is, my test. And everything should be set up. I have Robotframework installed, I have the requests library installed, and let's run it. And it has failed. And it says that Irvin owl is different. Oh, it's Irvin. Not Irwin, it's Irvin. And let's try it again. And you see the test has passed, and there it is, how you can set up very easily your test environment with Robotframework.